Rikishi sends a cryptic message to Jey Uso after he quits WWE. Best and worst of SmackDown. Michael Cole takes brutal shots at 33-year-old star. Real reasons why Edge vs. Sheamus is an ideal feud on WWE SmackDown. Newly crowned WWE Champion causes controversial finish on SmackDown. Real reasons why Jey Uso quit WWE. Let's jump right into it. Best and worst of SmackDown. The SmackDown after SummerSlam witnessed Jey Uso confronting Jey Uso for the first time since his betrayal. Additionally, a new champion was also crowned. Charlotte Flair and Asuka kicked off the show but were disrupted by the new women's champion Io Sky and her fellow Damage Control teammates. Here's a list of best and worst events that transpired on the latest edition of SmackDown. Number 5. Best, AJ Styles getting a win over Karrion on SmackDown. Karrion had his eyes set on AJ Styles for quite a while now. He continued to play mind games on the former WWE Champion. However, their rivalry died down owing to lack of built-up and seemingly lost its course. This week on SmackDown, the two stars faced each other in bid to end things once and for all. Scarlett tried to interfere, but Mia Yim attacked her ringside. The two then engaged in a brief brawl where Scarlett gained the upper hand, dodging a move by Yim and her hitting the posts. Despite the distraction, Styles pinned Cross, much to his disdain. The match seemingly gained pace in their picked-up rivalry. The Phenomenal One's return to the limelight could pave way for a possible and overdue match at Payback next month. Number 4. Worst, Edge challenging Sheamus. Edge surprised the WWE Universe with his return a week earlier on SmackDown. He talked about his upcoming 25th anniversary with the Connecticut-based company. The Rated R superstar cited he was ready to feud with a WWE star for the first time ever, who was revealed to be Sheamus. The two had some adventures off-screen when Edge appeared on an edition of the Celtic Warrior workout and even invited Sheamus to his house. The Celtic Warrior walked out and confronted the Canadian star. While fans were elated to see Edge a week before his announced return, his challenging the Brawling Brutes member was out of the blue without any story build-up. Number 3. Best, Rey Mysterio winning first championship in over 2 years. Santos Escobar won the number 1 contender's bout for the United States Championship a little more than a week ago. He even defeated fellow LWO member Rey Mysterio in the final round where he suffered a concussion and injury. This week, Santos Escobar was set to go up against Austin Theory for the US title but was attacked backstage. An Irish champion launched a scathing attack resulting in the 39-year-old suffering an injury. He was determined in his quest to face Theory but was left unable to compete. Adam Pearce announced that Rey Mysterio would replace him and challenge Theory. The Master of 619 pulled off the unthinkable and defeated Austin Theory to win his 3rd reign as United States Champion. This is the first time he's held gold in over 2 years, the last being when he was SmackDown Tag Team Champion with his son Dominic Mysterio in 2021. Number 2. Worst, LA Knight's poor booking after SummerSlam. LA Knight won the SummerSlam Battle Royal last week. This came after there were multiple reports of WWE vested in pushing the 40-year-old to the spotlight given his engagement with fans. Initially, it seemed he was geared up to challenge for the United States Championship and the Money in the Bank contract. He even appeared on Raw this week to confront The Miz for mocking the new guys wanting to take over. While that seemed a one-time stand-off on the blue brand, Knight faced Top Doll of Hit Row. There had been some tension brewing among the WWE stars for over a month. Knight won the match, but the booking failed to draw any intrigue from the wrestling world. Number 1. Best, Jey Uso's confrontation with his brother and Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso interrupted Roman Reigns while he was addressing his SummerSlam match against Jey Uso. The tribal chief was under the impression that Jimmy turned on his brother for him, but Jimmy later revealed that the undisputed WWE Universal Champion had nothing to do with his decision. Jey Uso walked out and called out for Jimmy, claiming to be jealous of him. Things went awry as Roman Reigns attacked Jey and was gearing up for a spear as Jimmy was exiting the arena. Jey countered and ended up hitting Reigns with a spear of his own. While Jimmy Uso turned around and walked up to Jey with open arms, he was met with a vicious superkick. Jey Uso then proclaimed that he was not only done with the bloodline and the storyline, but also with WWE, leaving the wrestling world stunned. Michael Cole takes brutal shots at 33-year-old star. Michael Cole was on fire on commentary on the latest episode of SmackDown as he continued to take brutal shots at a star who Cole seemingly dislikes. The star in question is 33-year-old Top Dollar, who lost to LA Knight. For reasons unknown, Michael Cole loves taking shots at him and did so as recently as a couple of weeks ago. The star fell out of Cole's good graces after botching a top rope dive a few months ago. Since then, the veteran commentator has taken an exception to Dollar with shots on commentary. This week on SmackDown, LA Knight defeated Top Dollar. But before he did, Michael Cole took 2 major digs at him. First, by saying, LA Knight, future so bright. Top Dollar about to get smashed tonight. The second dig was him saying, who's hotter than Top Dollar? Be fat. LA Knight also defeated another Hit Row member in a shanty, The Adonis, a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. Whether or not Cole will ever get his comeuppance is yet to be seen, but until then, Top Dollar will continue to be the subject of his mockery. What did you make of Michael Cole taking shots at Top Dollar? Gala? Let us know in the comments section below. Real reasons why Edge vs. Sheamus is an ideal feud on WWE SmackDown. WWE fans were in for quite the surprise during the most recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Seemingly out of nowhere, Edge appeared to address the Canadian audience. He lied to his wife to make it an even bigger shock, which proved effective. The rated R superstar has been advertised to arrive on next week's show, but fans were also happy to see him appear on the blue brand this week. He came with a purpose too, as the former world champion made a massive challenge. Edge called out one of the company's most talented veterans for a one-on-one match next week. Edge is set to battle Sheamus. The two longtime friends intend to have their bout be competitive and hard-hitting, but there will be respect shared between the former world champion. Fans were enthralled by their segment on Friday Night SmackDown and can't wait to see the two legends clash next week. Still, there are many reasons why this match and potential feud could be such a success for the brand moving forward. This piece will look at a few reasons why that is. Number 4. The two have a real-life friendship. Edge's surprise appearance on WWE SmackDown took an unexpectedly wholesome turn. The rated R superstar praised Sheamus and revealed that the Celtic Warrior helped him return to the ring. The two went biking together while Edge was retired. When the WWE Hall of Famer crashed his bike but wasn't hurt, he realized that a return to the ring seemed doable. From there, he relied on Sheamus to prepare him for his comeback. That real-life friendship plays a part in why the segment on SmackDown is being received so well by fans. Their obvious chemistry will likely carry over into their one-on-one bout next week. It could also help a long-term feud indeed prosper. Number 3. Both are extremely popular. Another reason the Sheamus vs. Edge feud is a great idea is how popular both stars are. The veterans are two of the most popular performers on both SmackDown and WWE as a whole. The fans love Edge thanks to the 25 years of blood, sweat, and tears he's given to the industry. Meanwhile, Sheamus has turned babyface thanks to fans getting behind the former WWE Champion organically. The audience recognized his talent and hard work. Since World Wrestling Entertainment is hot, putting two viral stars together is brilliant. With Roman Reigns possibly taking time off soon, SmackDown will need their best and brightest superstars. Number 2. Sheamus recently expressed frustration with WWE. Sheamus has been with WWE for around 15 years now. He's had his ups and downs during his time with the company. While many believe he's having the best run of his career, the talented Irishman seems less optimistic. The Celtic Warrior has been vocal about his issues with WWE's booking as of late. He believed after the Brawling Brutes turned babyface and after he had an impressive showing at Clash at the Castle that the company dropped the ball on his push. There were no avenues and nowhere to go, and that's frustrating. I did the War Games thing after Clash at the Castle, but that's how I felt, though others might have felt differently. While most would disagree over his take on the War Games rivalry, there's no denying that he seems genuinely frustrated. The Celtic Warrior getting a big angle with Edge could be a great way to pacify him moving forward. Number 1. Edge and Sheamus are talented veterans who will deliver. The biggest reason why Edge vs. Sheamus on WWE SmackDown is a smart path for the company to go down comes down to quality. There's so much pro wrestling on these days, and there needs to be high-quality programming to maintain interest. Edge has proven that he can still perform at a very high level. Sheamus is one of history's most talented in-ring competitors and certainly one of the best guys going today. They are veterans of the industry who deliver time and time again. The Celtic Warrior and the rated R superstar will deliver epic matches and promos. Their segment on SmackDown was fantastic, and there's little reason to doubt that won't continue. If Ridge Holland and Butch are woven into the story, that would only add further potential to an already exciting story. Newly crowned WWE Champion causes controversial finish on SmackDown. The newly crowned WWE Women's Champion Io Sky has sent a message to the entire women's division after causing a controversial finish on SmackDown. Io Sky shocked the world when she successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam. The genius of the Sky was able to put away Bianca Belair after the latter won the triple threat match for the championship involving Charlotte Flair and Asuka. The Damage Control members Bayley and Sky celebrated the win when they were joined by their injured stablemate Dakota Kai in a wholesome moment. On the latest episode of SmackDown, the Empress of Tomorrow Asuka faced Charlotte Flair during the opening match of the night. After a closely contested fight, the match was set up for an exciting finish. This was when the Damage Control made their way to the ring with Io Sky flaunting her title. The trio surrounded the ring. Bayley stood on the apron when Charlotte tried to peel her off. Asuka took advantage and hit a codebreaker. The women's champion then springboarded and hit a double dropkick to take out both of them, which ended the match in a no contest. The group sent an emphatic statement to the entire locker room. It will be interesting to see what's next in store for the WWE Women's Champion Io Sky and the Damage Control in the near future. Who should challenge Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship? Let us know in the comments. Real reasons why Jey Uso quit WWE. Jey Uso is out of WWE. The 37-year-old star took out Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso all by himself on SmackDown this week. He then looked at the camera to tell the world that he's out of the Bloodline, SmackDown, and WWE. For those who didn't watch SmackDown this week, Jey Uso confronted his former faction in the main event tonight. Jimmy told his brother that he cost him the match at SummerSlam because he didn't want Jey to turn into an egotistical and coward person like Roman Reigns. The whole situation quickly turned into a brawl. Jey took out Reigns and Sikoa. He then delivered his super kick to his twin brother. The show ended with main event Jey walking through the Calgary crowd in an act of defiance. With that said, here are 3 possible reasons why Jey quit WWE. Number 1. It could be an impulsive decision on his part. Jey Uso has always been the emotional one of the Usos. He has allowed his emotions to get the better or worse of him in the past. Jimmy, on the other hand, is the calm and collected one, though that didn't stop him from turning on Sami Zayn in an instant. Jey's decision to leave WWE might have been impulsive, to say the least. He could be back next week on the show. Tonight wasn't the first time he has walked out. The top star did the same thing a couple of months back at the Royal Rumble. Number 2. Jey Uso's walkout might have something to do with Jimmy. Jimmy Uso betrayed his own flesh and blood as one of the most shocking moments caught on WWE television. Jimmy tried to explain to Jey what he did was for their collective good, but Jey took him out with a super kick nonetheless. The two are rumored to square off against each other at Payback. WWE may have used Jey Uso's exit angle to drive the rumored match. But one half of the Uso might return at the September 2nd premium live event to resume his feud with his brother. Number 3. It could be a way to bring Rikishi into the storyline. Rikishi has never been directly involved in the Bloodline storyline, but that could change following events of SmackDown this week. The WWE Hall of Famer has been dropping messages in support of his son Jey on social media ever since Jey started feuding with Roman Reigns. Jey Uso's exit from WWE may have planted the seeds for Rikishi's return to the company. The former WWE Intercontinental Champion might show up on SmackDown in the next couple of weeks to fix the problem with the Usos. Why do you think Jey Uso quit WWE? Let us know in the comment section below. Rikishi sends a cryptic message to Jey Uso after he quits WWE. The events from tonight's episode of SmackDown shocked the world as Jey Uso declared he was out of WWE. The past week has been incredibly hard after his brother, Jimmy Uso, betrayed him. Their father, Rikishi, has seemingly reacted to this development on Twitter. He sent a short but cryptic message to Jey. The WWE Hall of Famer tweeted the peace emoji, which is used to express goodwill and goodbye. The popular babyface held up the peace sign as he quit. It can also be used to represent unity and harmony, which may mean Rikishi is supportive of Jey Uso's decision. The former tag team champion claimed he quit after hitting a super kick on Jimmy Uso, indicating he probably wasn't satisfied with his brother's explanation of the SummerSlam betrayal. Jimmy claimed he only stopped Jey from winning because he was afraid to lose his twin if he became the tribal chief, like a corrupted Roman Reigns. Sincere or not, it looks like the two will face off at some point. A match is possible for Payback provided Jey Uso is back in WWE by then. Time will tell if Rikishi himself will return to be a part of this emotionally charged storyline. Given how often he posts about the Bloodline on social media, it seems likely.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for